Hey, bud, I had a very unique question that I've always kind of struggled with, and everyone that I consider a mentor has kind of they give me good answers on it, but I kind of dabble back and forth with how I should proceed. Um, but to start off, I'm in the car business. I have a few locations that we sell cars out of in the Nashville area and the surrounding cities. Our yearly revenue last year was 15 million. We have about 40 employees across all the locations. And my main question was, how do I prioritize giving to our nonprofits and our charities versus how do I allocate those funds to future growth?
Okay. I do virtually zero giving at the office.
Mm-hmm.
I take the profits home, and for years I just did our giving from home out of my personal funds.
Mm-hmm.
Because by then it's changed names. It's not my business money anymore. So if I need to leave money in the business to grow, then the more of that I do, the less I take home. Agreed?
Yeah, the idea of need to leave in the business is my question mark.
The idea of what? Say again?
He said I need to leave the money in the business.
Yeah, the money you're gonna grow the business with, it has to stay in the business, obviously. But everything,
Right.
all my giving is done from home. Nowadays, it comes home, and then I put it into a family foundation that we formed about 12 or 14 years ago, and the foundation does all the Ramsey family giving. But Ramsey Solutions writes almost zero charity checks. Very close.
I mean, I consider them the same thing. It's my business. I'm the sole owner there, and so whatever the business profits is my profit.
Yeah, and then you take those home and give from those. So the only question is, how much do you want to take home versus how much do you want to grow with? And that may change from season to season. You may have an opportunity to buy out a dealership in the area, and so you want to leave a bunch in the business and may lower your giving that year, or lower your take home that you can give from that year, and because you're gonna use it to grow by acquisition in that case. But another year, you may just be making bank, and we don't have a lot of cash needs other than our normal retained earnings, and so we're going to send it home, and when it gets home, I'm going to donate to ministries and donate some other things. In our case, the only thing we do give is stuff in like kind. Now, we give away a lot of books. We give away a lot of Financial Peace University. We give away a certain amount of high school curriculum. But that's stuff from within the business, and that simply lowers the profits in that area when we're doing that. But that's different than a cash donation to a homeless shelter or a food bank or whatever you're going to donate to. But that kind of stuff all comes from home or from, in our case, the Family Foundation. Now, in your case, you might say, all right, we're going to give away a car every so often. We find a car that we might not want to put on our lot, but it's a solid, cheaper used car that we might run through the auction. Instead, I'm going to find a single mom through the local church and give it to her. You might do some of that. That, in your case, that'd be like me giving away books or me giving away Financial Peace University or something like that here. But you don't have to do a lot of that. But I mean, you're going to run upon some deals occasionally, obviously, that'd be easy for you to make good, efficient use of your giving that way. But in general, I take it home and I give it from home. And what gets home is dependent upon how much cash need we have in the business. So some years our cash need, we don't have a lot of growth things. We've got our normal. We put a set percentage of our profits every single month into retained earnings just to keep retained earnings growing. That's not growth money. Then in addition to that, if we say, all right, we're going to go buy something or we're going to expand, so we need to budget for that, we'll build a pile of cash up in addition to our normal retained earnings to grow the business in a separate pocket. Whatever's left after either one or both of those goes in my personal pocket. That money is where we do our traditional giving from, and it will change from year to year based on the cash needs of the business and just based on how we feel led to give to these ministries. Does that make any sense?
It does. I might be thinking like I've gone into business to make money, but not for myself, right? Like you always say, to eat rice and beans. I'm happy with rice and beans. I don't care if I eat something fancy or just something simple. And I think we're completely blessed in this country.
Agreed.
But the reason we went into business is because I can do a lot with what I've been given here.
Yeah.
And I want to, in turn, give that away to somebody who can't. And usually it's
And so, but you can only give away profits.
Right.
And so take your profits home. And if you want to live on rice and beans and give a big chunk of it away, you can still live out that same philosophy.
Yeah.
It's the exact same math.
Yeah.
And it does not break your philosophy at all. It just means that a higher percentage of what you take home goes to generosity maybe than some other folks, because you're going to keep your lifestyle low so you can have a higher generosity.
I got you.
Yeah, so I mean that's a cool idea. I mean, I love the way you're looking at this, is that I've got the ability to make money to give it, and that's awesome, and to help others. That's a good thing. And so I encourage wealthy people all the time, and that includes good small business owners like you doing 15 million top line, to do three things with money, and you decide the ratio of the three things. You should always invest money, you should always give money, and you should always enjoy money. And it could be a small percentage of enjoyment. It doesn't take much for you. A larger percentage to generosity and a smaller for investing. That's fine. But you ought to be always keeping all three of those muscles being built. Otherwise, they'll atrophy. And I love that your driving force is your generosity. And that's your reason for getting up in the morning. Well done. I like it. I like it. I like it. That's a good thing.